Hello and welcome to Cargo Shots from the Stat Trade Times. Here's our pick of the best news shots that made the headlines this week.
Before we take a look at the top headlines, let's take a look at a figure released by IATA this week. Data released by IATA's cargo chart book for the first quarter of 2022 ends with a number on the last page, with IATA warning about the crack spread widening. So what has the International Association worried? Stay tuned till the end to find out. In what is being called a nightmare scenario, Russia seized over 500 planes, leaving an uncertain future for the cargo industry worldwide. A report released by Russell Group stated that Russia has reportedly seized 543 Boeing and Airbus aircraft, valued at approximately $13 billion. Suki Bassi, the MD of Russell Group, called it a nightmare scenario which would leave a significant mark at par with 9/11. Lufthansa's maiden Airbus A321 freighter on Tuesday flagged off its happy landings in e-commerce. With this move, Lufthansa Cargo plans to tap into the burgeoning e-commerce segment by adding short and medium-haul freighters within Europe and other select destinations to offer same-day and other e-commerce solutions to its customers. The carrier's inaugural flight of its narrow-body services using the converted Airbus A321F took off from rainy Frankfurt to Dublin. The German cargo airline has reportedly allowed its customers to make bookings at the start of March. Daxa has created additional air freight capacity with the announcement of a charter plane set to operate on a weekly basis between Europe and Asia. The move comes in light of the war in Ukraine, embargoes, and airspace closures. All these factors are impacting global air freight operations, with global air freight capacity plummeting by around 20%. In light of this, Germany-based Daxa Air and Sea Logistics is offering its customers additional capacity by operating an additional weekly charter flight on the Frankfurt-Shanghai route over the next 3 weeks. ATSG has placed another order for 4 conversions from Boeing. The order was placed for the conversion of 4 CAM-owned 767-300 aircraft into Boeing converted freighters and are slated to begin in late 2023. The announcement came on Monday, with the ATSG stating that its leasing subsidiary, Cargo Aircraft Management, has placed its second order with Boeing. The order has been placed for the conversion of 4 CAM-owned 767-300 with an option for 4 additional conversions beyond that. With these 4 additional Boeing conversion commitments, ATSG now has secured with its conversion suppliers over 80 passenger-to-freighter conversion slots over the next 5 years. Emirates Sky Cargo is all set to reactivate cargo hub operations at Dubai World Central. The move will signal the air cargo carrier's return to dual hub cargo operations in Dubai after an almost 2-year break. Emirates Sky Cargo will reopen its cargo hub in Dubai South from March 26 this year. Emirates Sky Central DWC will target dedicated freighter aircraft operations. Due to the suspension of passenger flights during the early phases of the COVID-19 pandemic, Emirates Sky Cargo merged its freighter and passenger cargo operations at Dubai International Airport in April 2020. Air Canada has opened a new cold chain handling facility at Toronto Pearson International Airport. The $16 million initiative is aimed at increasing and improving Air Canada Cargo's cold chain handling capabilities for perishable items, including medicines, fresh food, and other such commodities. The new facility will include approximately 30,000 square feet of temperature-controlled spaces and an additional cooler to fulfill the needs of perishable cold chain shipments. So what is 73% all about? According to IATA's latest figures, jet fuel prices have spiked by around 73%. The IATA's cargo chart book stated, oil prices have risen by more than 50% in the year-to-date versus last year. With the crack spread widening as aviation recovers, jet fuel prices increased by roughly 73% over the same period, reaching their highest levels since April 2011. And that's a wrap for this week's episode. This is your host Manjula Nair signing off and wishing you a great weekend ahead.
For the latest news on air freight, visit our website. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Give our YouTube channel a visit and subscribe to access our past webinars and virtual conferences and access exclusive one-on-one interviews with global logistics leaders. Thank you for tuning in to Cargo Shots by the Straits Times. See you next week with a fresh roundup of cargo news makers.